All right, let's just start with you, Victor. In terms of looking around, yesterday I was looking at an article, I came across an article that said 7 reasons why marriages will die in the 21st century. And of course, they listed a number of, of reasons why, which again we'll be focusing on as we continue with the show. But the question is, what do marriages, or even relationships in general, before we even transition to marriage, what do relationships look like now?
Now it's more of a casino.
Why?
I think now we are gambling so much.
Yeah.
I think now, if you look at a couple getting married, there was a time when we did some research a couple of years back, and you're like, most marriages break from between this year to this year. It was from like 13 to 16 years. Now, we threw that research out of the window. Because now guys get married today, go for their honeymoon, come back in separate flights, and it's over.
Okay.
And so right now we are in a place where it's very interesting because we don't have I believe the skill set, the resilience, the desire to really make the marriages work. And I think right now, if you look at relationships now, to be honest, I think that if you speak to many married people and ask them, and tell them that I'm really praying for a partner, they'll ask you why.
True.
They'll ask you why. Why are you in a hurry?
Yeah.
So right now, I can say that from my experience and what I see daily, we are not in a very good place. I can say that if I compare from when I began to practice, and now I can say that relationships are far much better now than they were then. I think now they are more on edge than they were before.
Yeah. All right. I want to ask Pastor Sally the same, and I'm happy that we have 2 young people who are married on set today. So of course, I'd also want to hear your view. But Pastor Sally, look, like comparing then and now, in your perspective and in your view, what do marriages look like? Victor says it's a casino.
I think I'll say it's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
Yes. A global one for that matter.
Right?
Yes.
Why?
The situation is worse and it's still worsening.
Okay.
I think we've lost the real meaning of what all that is relationships is all about, and also marriages.
Okay.
And Vita said that many people, when they go for honeymoon and they come back, they're not staying longer like in our days we used to.
That's true.
And I also believe one of the reasons is because people are starting with honeymoon first. Yes.
Wait, it's not, no?
Yes, in relationships. We said we are transiting from relationship to marriages.
Yes. Oh, so we start the honeymoon phase in relationships, and then
exactly.
before we get to marriage.
And so by the time you're getting to marriage, you're very tired.
Oh man, that's sad.
Yes,
that
it's very sad. Yes. And then now you cannot be able to learn the person because you started first of all with the feelings, and they're always wild.
Yeah.
And as they say, they make you blind. So after you're done with, you're settling down, you begin to realize you see all manner of faults.
Yeah. It's like,
and
I
you
don't
can't stomach
really
that.
like this person anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Pandemic, casino. Rosalind, what is it to you?
A relationship, marriages, they're just, it's a great feeling, let me say.
Okay.
But it's not a ride in the park.
Okay.
So I guess the problem comes when we lose the purpose, the foundation. And as the relationship coach was saying, when you ask someone who is in a marriage right now, that you tell them that you're looking for a partner, they'll ask for the purpose.
Yeah.
Because that's what we lose, and that's why the relationships are coming to an end so easily. The moment we lose the purpose, the foundation, what was it founded from? Let's say a relationship is like a big building, a big story building, that you have to start from the ground foundation. You can't start a building from the 7th floor.
True.
Let's say if you're building a 12th floor building, you have to start from the foundation, from the ground. So if the ground is weak, definitely even if it's after 30 years, the building is going to collapse.
Okay.
So we have to, let's go back to the foundation. That's where we're going wrong.
Okay. Yes. All right. And then lastly, Jeffrey, very quickly, because you're in one, right? You're married. Yeah. What would you say it is for you?
Personally, I would say marriage is like gambling.
Okay.
Gambling
casino.
With
casino part 2.
Casino.
Yeah.
Simply because we are in a generation where it's very hard for you to find a genuine relationship or marriage.
Okay.
Most of the marriages and relationship nowadays, they're based on interest. Most of them, they are based on sexual interest. Nowadays, we don't have that that taste of of relationship and marriage. People go into marriage to fulfill their their interest, to fulfill their desires. This is what is making a relationship to be more toxic.
Okay.